I made this instrumental a while ago on Maschine Studio right here. And after I was done, I transferred some of the files to FL Studio. So if you're on Maschine Studio, you can follow here. If you're on FL Studio, I have FL Studio 20 here, so you can follow along also. So I'll start by playing the groove, the music rather, from the beginning, and then I'll start breaking down everything, the workflow. All right. As you can see, it's a very simple piano line. From the intro, let me play again. I have the MIDI files, the MIDI arrangement, sorry, right down here. Okay, that's just it. And on FL Studio, I have the same thing, although it's not as loud as Maschine. Let me play. And the sustain is missing here because I had to transfer the MIDI files, but it's just to give you an idea of what it's like. Okay. On the intro, I have the piano. I'll show you the MIDI arrangement here, down here on Maschine. Let me play that again. Okay. You can see it's a very simple groove, but a very tight one. And on FL Studio, let me play that on FL Studio. Just right here. I'll solo. The sustain is not there. That's why it sounds a little different. But it's just the same arrangement because I had to import the MIDI from Maschine into FL Studio. Okay, so it's the same thing. So I still have something else on the intro. Right down here, the drums here, yeah, the green stuff. The same thing is here on FL Studio. Just at the end here, the end of the 8th bar. I'm playing on FL Studio now. Yeah, that drum roll. The same thing is here on Maschine Studio. Maschine, sorry. You can see it here, just right there. So I also have something. An effect from output exhaust, sorry. This setting here holds that, the preset here. I'll play that again. The same thing is on FL Studio. Let me show you that. Okay, just right here. you can see they're exactly the same. So you just follow along. So the piano here on the first track, on this fourth track here, the green one is the percussions, the drums and the congas and whatever. And the last one here on the seventh track, I have output exhale. Sorry. Yeah, the same thing goes here. So now I'll go to the verse. That's where the main groove is. So just right here. Let me start by breaking down the groove so you get you understand it really well. This is just the groove. It's a very simple groove. I have right here on the first one, the first input here. Let's solo that. The Abbey Road 70s drummer with the reggae ska preset. Yeah, it's just playing a very simple groove. Okay, and then the next one is the kick here. It sounds very simple, but very vibey, very has this Afrobeat feel to it. And the congas, so I added the congas. Okay, and I have the shakers too, although that is coming in on the chorus, not right here. Okay, you can see it's a very simple groove, but very nice, because I love to create a lot of space in my mix. So I love to use as few as little instruments as possible, or as few instruments. English, sorry. I love to use as few instruments as possible. So now I'm gonna add the piano. I'll add the piano. Let me solo the piano so you get it better. This is it, just very simple, progression. All right. So bringing back the drums, just like that. Okay, let's go back to FL Studio. I'll show you the same thing. It's very exactly the same. The piano here, just right there. You can see that. Okay, and then the drums. I have the drums here, the same setup, the same instruments right here. And I have the same sample on the kick, but the conga I was not able to bring in the MIDI, so I just I kind of turned it to an audio file here, but it's still the same thing. The MIDI of the conga is not playing right here, but I brought in the audio file, so I have exactly the same setup. You can see that. Ooh, I feel like dancing. All right, so to the next one, the pre-chorus. There's a pre-chorus kind of thing that I love to do in my beats. I think right here. Okay, not here. Sorry. So I brought in, I did something with output exhale here, just to add some more vibes, some more feels to it. Okay. Right, from here. And the same thing on FL Studio. Okay, now the bass line. I'll play from here. Let's start from here. It's a very simple bass line also. Like I said earlier, I like keeping it very simple, very open. But the instrument should sound really good, but it has to be very, the whole music should be very open. So this is the bass, the Scabby Rookin bass by Native Instruments. And on FL Studio, I have the same instrument loaded, the same VST. I might turn it down a little. Okay, so it's just the same arrangement, the same. Sorry, I opened the audio recorder on Cakewalk. Okay, so now to the chorus. Basically, I just have the same piano playing on the verse and on the chorus. What do I have on the chorus? I have apart from the others, the other instruments I mentioned earlier, I have a funk guitar. Let me play that. Scabby Guitarist, also by Native Instruments. Let me solo that. I'll play that with the piano. Now with the drums. On FL Studio, it's the same arrangement, so just like we have on the other ones. But here I couldn't set up the funk guitar on FL Studio, so I just had to bring in the sample here from Maschine, just to make things faster, because it was beginning to take too much of my time, so I had to just bring it down here straight. So after the second chorus, here we have a bridge. I have a bridge here. The phone here. Let me play that again. So it's just like that. You can see how easy it is to work with a piano, an acoustic piano. You know, just get the groove right, and then try to lay a few chords here and there. It doesn't have to be too much. You don't have to be, you don't have to make it too full or something like that. Try to work with more of acoustic drums and percussions, and add some field samples to it to make it sound live. and then bringing in a piano with that will really blend in well. Okay, thank you guys. Please subscribe and share this video, and don't forget to like. So see you next time.